Stop defining everything so incorrectly. Fuck defining shit wrong. Like false definitions will be the end of people. They call the gym work. I call it freedom.
Right.
They call this fear. Like they're afraid of this. I'm like, I'm free here. I get to be me. When everyone knows everything about you motherfuckers, when they know everything about Phil, when everyone said everything, they've embellished everything, he'll be finally free. When finally that thing that he didn't want everyone to know, he talks about or someone talks about or people understand and hear, then the freedom will be there. Basically with me, everything's been said. Everything's been said. I've been demonized so much, all this shit. And at first it hurts because you're like, that's not even true. And then you just start to accept it. And the true freedom comes from facing everything. You know?
Yep. Is that what makes a strong man?
What makes a strong man is for him to not get his way and still show up. So if you're not getting your way and you still show up, that's a real motherfucker. A lot of people, they're so conditional. They're like, wait, unless my conditions are met, I'm not going to show up. So I need this, this, and this, and then I'll show up. That's a 9-to-5 mentality. The real entrepreneur mentality, the real man mentality, the person who's going to take what they want in life, they're going to show up no matter how the situation is, because their goal is to prove their worth, prove their value, and overtake any circumstances that are not favorable to them. So that's what we do. Like time and time again, I ask people, they're like, I don't know if this works for me. I'm like, what works for you, motherfucker? Stupid ass. Watch what you say right now. Like, I don't know if coaching works for me. I'm like, nothing works for you in life. You work for it, you dumb motherfucker. And the guy's just like, oh. I'm like, did you think this was gonna be easy? And they're like, well, I'm having trouble making content. Join the fucking club. Like, these are the content that we make in personal development space is problems. If you haven't solved the problem, you will not be able to articulate the solution correctly. So a lot of people are coming out into this space having solved nothing in their life and acting like they're an advocate that people should listen to, and that's their biggest problem. Only speak about what you've solved, stay in your fucking lane, don't minimize shit like Phil busting the bicep vein out, getting in completely different shape, his face looking just way more chiseled and feeling so much better. Do not minimize that. With the big enough following, that is an 8-figure fucking skill set. Drinking, dropping the drugs, that is 8 figures. Everything he has done is an 8-figure skill set once his following and his brand is optimized. Very quick in the beginning, it's 6 figures. It's already, each thing he knows has already become a 6-figure skill set to him, and they've came together to be 7, multiple 7s. And that's what people don't get. And even when I talk about money now, I cringe. I'm like, fuck, like how is this happening? Because I used to be pretty excited about the money. Then I started making millions and millions a month. Now I'm like, can we get back to the message? Like, you guys, can we get back to the fucking message? Like, what makes a man just set his soul on fire? And it happens in that gym. It happens sitting on the couch with your family. It happens when you pull your fucking phone out and you write from your soul. I mean, everyone's missing it. They're trying to get an outcome instead of just being and truly just embodying what works. You know? Like, they're afraid to say certain shit because stupid fucks will even try to come in my comments and be like, hey, like, why so many curse words? Like, hey, you're not cussing on your page and I'm not in your comments telling you to cuss more. Why are you censoring me? Everyone needs to stop censoring people and just support what they're attracted to. So if you're not attracted to it, just don't support it. Just go away from it. The whole point is everybody checked in. Society made people check in, and a lot of people checked in for money. And they don't realize they checked in for money. They literally don't realize that they have completely censored themselves, and they have conformed. And the problem with conforming is everybody loves you but you. So when you show up to your work, your job, when you show up on TV, on social media, and you've conformed and you're telling everyone what they want to hear, everybody's going to love you and agree with you except you. because you know the truth. The man who cannot conform, he will draw the line. And when you draw the line, most people are going to hate you, but the real ones are going to be like, that's actually the answer we need.
Yeah.
And so that's where the problem is most people aren't strong enough to take the scrutiny, to hear the consistent negativity from people who've conformed to society's standard.